through the first couple days, the pass defense looks like it's pretty good. It's been harassing the ball and everything. Is there anything beyond that you're looking for so far, or have they been kind of hitting your points?
I think it's a good start. Only 2 days into it, but we're always going to emphasize the fundamentals of playing with leverage and being tight in coverage, and the guys are starting to get a feel for it, and matching routes pretty good so far.
Justin, what do you look for? Justin's been getting a lot of opportunities to get the first team reps. What have you seen from the spring up until now that has earned him that role?
Well, I think it's we've talked about. Shane talks about it. Great competition. The best guys are going to play. He had a good spring, so he's coming in. He's been again sticky in coverage as we mentioned, and again a long way to go, but he's shown some flashes.
What tells you in your eyes that you're making where you need to be at this point in a week and in 2 weeks from a defense?
Yeah, I just think it's such a heavy install at this point. This part of camp we're just starting, so that it doesn't just keep building on top of the guys. If they're able to handle it and continue to execute the fundamentals, if we have to back off a little bit so that they're grasping it fully. But the good news is we kind of picked up where we left off in the spring, and the guys came in with a great understanding of everything. So I'm happy where we're at after 2 days.
The fact that you've got new people, Cam and Ward and the draft day, does that not really matter because it's a new scheme and everybody's starting from ground zero?
I think so. I just think you're bringing in two veteran guys that have played a lot of football in a number of different schemes, and they can say, hey, this is the same as I used to call this, or equate it to something else they have done in the past. So anytime you're bringing in quality veteran players like those two guys, it just helps the whole group.
With the veterans, including Mooney and Buck and guys like that, have said, Lou doesn't care who you are. He will get into your ass, basically. And that's their words. Is that just been a long philosophy of yours, that you treat everybody the same, and how do you go about it?
Always, because you want to make sure that everybody has an understanding of what we're looking for from coaches and what the coaches are looking for from the players, and vice versa. But yeah, I've always been brought up that way, that hey, whether you're the 4-year starter in college or a freshman, or here in the NFL, a 10-year vet or a rookie, everybody's held to the same standards, because we're going to be out there on Sundays playing together. And I think they appreciate when there's no sacred cows, as to say, where you're just really on the guys in a positive way to get better. And it's never ever personal. It's just business. I think that was in a great movie one time.
What does accountability look like for a guy who's been to a Pro Bowl or a 10-year vet or something like that?
Well, we always talk to the guys about being consistent, kind of being a flat line. We don't want a lot of ups and downs, and if we can count on you, we know what we're going to get from you. Again, rookie, older guy, we're just looking for that from everybody. And then what we ask from the older guys is just the veteran leadership, and them kind of taking ownership of the group. And kind of pushing the group in the right direction.
What about Wally allows you to work him both inside and outside within this defense?
Well, he's a smart kid. He did a number of different things in Minnesota. He's got a good football mind. He's got that skill set where, his body type is similar to, an inside-outside guy. So he's got really good quickness along with long speed. So I like the ability of him to do both.
Mooney, when you have an outside corner that's just as established as he is, and you kind of know what you're getting, just what does that kind of do for you in terms of, you're not doing it out here so much, but just what does it open up in terms of either creativity or just the structure to have a guy like that at that spot?
Yeah, I've had some really good ones along my path. I think in 2021, 22, with Cheeto Bay, Awuzie was playing maybe at the top of his career, and we'd put him on the best wide out and do things like that, where Mooney will certainly be able to do things like that. And, it just helps everybody out. The matchups are defined. We won't always do that, but his ability to get on guys and be tight in coverage. And listen, it's the NFL; they're going to catch balls, but he'll be closer than most. So it's a really good piece to have.
With Zaire out right now, is there anything you try to do to speed up his learning process from an installation standpoint?
He's done great. He's done all the extra work with Coach Betch and those guys. Their extra meetings, all that stuff. So he's got a great football mind, just sitting down as we sit and talk. And again, another veteran guy that's been around, but just seeing how he approaches things, I'm not worried about where he'll be at mentally.
What are your expectations of Olatu year two, and again, a new system to some. What do you expect from him?
I just want him to play fast. I want him to. I was going to say his hair on fire, but his hair is different every day. So, but he's a great human. He wants to do well. He wants to be great. He's all about the right stuff, like a lot of our guys. And I think that I think every opportunity he gets out here will just increase his opportunities to make plays as we get into the fall. So, being a great run defender, edge setter on first, second down, and then what ultimately those guys get paid for is rushing a quarterback.
Is it tough for a rookie to play fast?
I think it.
Because you're thinking, I don't know.
A little bit, but over the course of the camp and from OTAs and on through the spring to now, those guys will hit the through preseason. Those guys will hit the ground running. I'm not worried about it.
Without Zaire in there, what opportunities that give you to evaluate the other linebackers?
Well, it's great. We didn't have JC in the spring either, so all those other guys got a bunch of different reps. So we feel like we got good depth there, and those guys know it. It's a great competition, for all those spots, and feel good about it.